brand stores was concentrated in a street with stores that has less than 10,000 square footage in total for the whole of Macau. And then back in 2000, I was probably one of the largest landlords, because with just one particular property, the old Mandarin Oriental Hotel, we have all the lobby stores, and most of the anchor branded stores were basically just present there. And that's no more than another 60,000 square feet in total. In 2004, I was asked by actually the trade office of the government, IPIM, to do a talk. They didn't even know exactly how to organize that symposium, but they definitely know that with the opening up of the gaming environment, and now that we have all these major concessionaires building mega facilities, they needed to expand. So they wanted me to help them bring on board some retailers from Hong Kong. Well, because of my also long-standing relations with some of them through my other capacities, I actually organized for the IPIM a small symposium, but basically focusing on all the major luxury brands. And I was supported by the French Business Association, the Italian Business Association, or Chamber of Commerces from Hong Kong. And they brought practically in one go, the top decision makers, so to speak, in the retail sector. So we shared our experiences. They were not convinced. They said, well, if we needed to have shop space, we already have them here. Why do we need to think bigger? And anyway, what is the time frame? So it is a very vivid debate, but look at what we have today. Now, we cannot stop building shopping malls. And they are continuing coming to fill them with more stores. We practically now today have more square footage of luxury brand stores than anywhere in the world per square footage and per capita. And we also happen to be the highest return on investment compared to even their home ground anywhere in the world. So that is to demonstrate that we need to reach out and we need to tell our story, and we need to work with them in terms of providing what they think, is important. The past few years, of course, we have already started to look for new impetus and new ideas. I give you two examples. Of course, as you are all present here today, and you can see, we have one of the world's most fantastic meeting venues, and we have already very good know-how and skill sets here to provide major events in MICE, but we still need more, because there are plenty out there, but you continue to keep looking for different venues. And so you might come to Macau once, but you might not actually then decide that you will be a repeat organizer. In order for Macau to establish itself and be able to vie with other places, especially a very established market like Hong Kong, which is the MICE capital for China, we need to find a niche for ourselves. And we need to demonstrate that we have the capabilities and we present a new perspective. So 2 years ago, capitalizing on the fact that I sit on various boards on whether the Chinese side or the Macau side in promoting MICE and also in terms of tourism promotion, we came up of this idea of organizing and using Macau as the base for the Global Tourism Economy Forum. It took me 3 years to have to travel to different parts of the world, including even China, to go to Beijing. I can't count how many times now, meeting with all the ministers, meeting with all the major decision makers, lobbying for the support of the chambers of commerces, and working also with the NGOs. Today, we have already organized twice, happily so and proudly so, a forum that has been supported by not only our own Department of Tourism in China and, of course, Macau government, but we also have the United Nations World Tourism Organization as our strategic partner. As supporting units, we also have included the Pacific Asia Tourism Association, the World Travel and Tourism Council, and a host of all the other tourism-related bodies. And now they have been convinced that it's not just one particular event, but that Macau indeed has that stature to be deemed a place for organizing a significant discussion platform to drive tourism and destination discussions into the future. So during the past 2 years, we have already received top-level tourism leaders, 8 ministerial-level policymakers, 40 Chinese provincial delegations, and we have opened the doors and opened their eyes as to what they, and changed their mindset. Without this sort of opportunity, they will continue to believe only that even for themselves to consider Macau as a collaborative partner, it will only be gaming related. Today, they will change their mind. They start to see the potentials. When they look at these hotels, when they look at these venues, they understand that they can continue and also want to work with us to build something else. We also have started at our own property, the MGM, an art program. Well, some might really just say, well, this is only just a hobby of Ms. Ho. I've worked very hard to convince, even some of my own people that it's not just a hobby. And if it is, it can be a very contributive and profitable hobby. It is significant to the extent that if some of